Holy god, I forgot that thing's fast.
It's arcade.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What just freaking hit me? I'm not used to this.
What, the speed?
The speed and like the semi-stabilizers.
And also the fact we have a actual aim indicator. So we don't have to pull out our skill and eyeball the shot. Oh, and also I forgot, Waltz got batty. You start really feeling the Waltz spawning mechanics. Oh, I have a reverse speed! This thing's a monster! Oh yeah.
Oh, can't you survive on one crew member too?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't care about nations, does it?
Apparently. Oh.
Took their 22s.
No, he saw me, he shot me, but I also realizing we can just resupply crew members on the spot as well.
Starting off with arcade and continuing with what has already been said, this mode is good for new players and to relax and have fun with because it has aim and pen indicators, which makes it easier to know where to shoot on enemy vehicles, scouting mechanics, which help you to be able to spot enemies and engage them faster, and the improved dynamics like an increase in horsepower, which makes it able to get up to your top speed faster, and reduced shake on gun handling when you're driving. This all makes it very good for learning about the game and getting into it for starting with. Some of the other differences are respawns, which is kept at 3 no matter how well or poorly you play, and this mode doesn't care about nations, which makes it a lot faster with getting into queues because you don't have to wait for the matchmaker to compile separate nations. However, some of the bad things about this mode is it doesn't give high rewards, which cause a lot of people toward higher BRs to not play it because it just grinds too slow for them. Overall, I'd say 7 out of 10 because it's fun, it's easy to get used to and play, but it's bad for grinding, and it does not play well at all BRs, along with my personal pet peeve of being too arcadey to play all the time. This mode has a lot of new players, which should be a competent, good player, but you can get very good games in Steel Club. I don't really like that meme, but it's certainly something.
You are not the person I expected that to come from. I do believe we've been up-tiered.
My god, I have a reverse score on this. Oh fuck, that's a T-34.
There is a KV-1 on C unless it died.
No.
No!
Oh god! I was paying attention when I was driving.
Reddit became the chosen target of Kaz.
Yeah, okay. Do your job.
A Dicker Max killed him? That's impressive.
Bruh.
Ah, right. YAG has worse horsepower than normal milk trucks.
Just keep shooting.
Oh, my driver's dead.
I got another assist.
No. No, no, no! No! We're fine. Everything's fine.
Are you?
Yeah.
I got a hit with an arm.
You know what? That is true.
I might have a really bad choice for this then, because I'm committed.
Alright, I'm gonna bring a lot of ammo.
Same.
I'm gonna explode violently. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Alright, we'll like 100 rounds of that, and then even more rounds of APCR.
I might have committed to the bit, guys.
Alright, we're going to the funny rock.
That's a choice.
Yes! Like I said, I will provide protection.
Hey, Marty, how you doing?
Hello.
What's up?
Oh.
I have made a choice. Oh, hey, Banana.
Oh, yeah, that's what I figured.
Things I can deal with. Okay,
Or I
that's
should
not
say
bad.
my small turret.
They're over there.
That's dangerous. That's danger.
The next mode is Ground Assault. This time, you're fighting against the computer with PvE rather than PvP. You get waves of enemies which come and attack your cap zone in the middle of the map. These tanks that try and attack you depend on what map you're on, what BR, bracket, and what round. Some of the good things is PvE. You don't have to try hard in this game mode because it's just the computer. The first time you play through this mode in a day, you get a free booster and usually some backups. Depends on how far you get into the mode. It can give you a pretty bad booster, 20%, or it can get you a pretty good booster up to 300, 500%, which can help out a lot, especially if you're trying to grind. Respawns are again different with using the cost of the repair of your vehicle to spawn in, so it deducts how much SL you have from with that vehicle. It again doesn't care about nations because it just assembles a team and gets you to fight against the AI. Some of the bad things is it has long games, 30 plus minutes if you get to the end, and it's so heavily team dependent. My friend gets 40 plus kills and he does super well, but he cannot get a win for the life of him because his team just sucks and he cannot 1v30 the entire wave. Overall, I'd call it a 6 out of 10 because it's just too heavily team dependent, and it still has the same downsides as arcade with the reduced rewards and arcadey feel to it. I'd say play it once in a day, but not more than that because it just won't get you very far. This mode's decent for stock grinding. It's just still with stock tanks you're gonna struggle against some of these vehicles. And if you do have a good team on this mode, then you can easily just turn your brain off and have fun, but rarely does that actually happen. You have to still try because it's a team game mode. So this game right here with my friends, we were able to get to the end and win this mode. And you can see what booster I get.
I'm loading.
I'm actually gonna threat these vehicles.
Ouch!
Russian bias.
Ah,
Why does
that's
the
nice.
ZSU-57 get a billion penetration? That makes no fucking sense.
Thanks, Rennie.
What do you mean no explosive filler? It is just explosion.
No, I meant Rennie. Like it.
Yeah, I forgot that I probably should have brought the ones with explosive filler.
You know what? That's a challenge. We all play German tanks, but we can only use Panzer Grenade 40.
I'm sorry.
The APCR.
APCR.
Oh god, so
We
something
all
like
play
that.
Tiger 2, but we only can use APCR.
No.
Oh my god, that would be great.
You can punch a hole in anything, but you're not gonna kill anything.
Oh yeah, so something I learned about. Apparently, you know the high-penning ammunition for the mouse? The 12.8 centimeter 88s? Yeah, apparently it's a Sabo round.
That's gross. Wait, Brady, you haven't died yet? No way.
No, Artie!
I'm about to die.
No, my transmission!
I have died many times.
God, tell me fucking reach again. I'm almost loaded.
No!
No.
Reddit, you better be fucking killing shit.
I'm working on it! My reload is really bad currently.
I don't want to hear it about a reload.
It's like a full
Okay.
ammo.
Okay.
Goodbye? I didn't die.
I died a few times at the end.
Okay, you almost made it.
What do I
300. 300. What?
What do I get?
Again.
What do I get?
Oh.
Oh, also, something else I discovered. If you have enough skin in your skins folder, when you get out of battle, your game will crash to desktop. That
I'm
is
gonna do something extremely stupid.
What? What?
No.
What is that
You guys see-
line?
oh my god.
Party! I got it
Oh,
from
you
Marketplace.
also have it.
Yeah, I read it.
Wait, hold on. Artie.
Oh, there's another dog.
Now, realistic battles is the basis of which I've been comparing all the other modes to. It is by far the most popular, has biggest player base. Most people play it. It doesn't have the advantages of arcade,
Do I go
like
slow
your
enough
pen
that
or
people
aim
won't go
indicators, scouting, or a set of improved dynamics.
One over there.
This mode is comfortable to play at because it has just the right amount of simulation, but also arcade to it, in my opinion. As in, you can still see your allies on the map, and it has just quality of life things that make it easier to play. It's great for grinding because it has higher rewards than arcade does. This mode can be hard to play because it has a quite high learning curve. From arcade, you're stripped of a lot of the advantages you had in arcade without your pen or aim indicators. You have to know where to shoot, how far is distance, and able to identify enemy vehicles before they identify you and kill you. There's usually better players in this mode, which makes it more challenging for newer players to be able to do well. Experience takes time to learn this mode. Through repetition, you'll get good. Respawns are again different with spawn points instead of your silver lions or default 3 spawns in arcade. You can now bring planes in your lineups, unlike arcade, and then you can use them, albeit at a much higher spawn point cost. This mode does care about nations, meaning it'll try and match up historical allies with each other. I would honestly say this is the authentic War Thunder experience. You got blind players that just do not pay attention at all. You've got your games which you think you're gonna win, and then at the last second, the enemy team just sweeps it out from under you. The games can just feel rigged against you because it's just up to you on terrible maps, and there's just nothing you can do sometimes. But once you start understanding it, and most of the time when this stuff isn't happening, it's a good play, and it's enjoyable to an extent with good rewards and decently efficient grinding. Overall, this mode gets a 9 out of 10 because, in my opinion, it has the best feel with the right amount of arcade but also simulation realism, with the only things pulling it back being the learning curve and feeling of the game trying to get you to quit.
Back now.
Apparently does have a barrel. There's 2? Question mark?
I think another guy came up there.
Okay, I guess that is what it looks like. So, not just a
So, you're about to have 2 Russian tanks coming from that way. Or there's the T-80. Yeah, there's a T-80 pushing because I'm not air spawning if the air spawns me that far.
I am stupid. Oh, what the frick? I freaking hit a MiG-21? I'm sorry? You're just glued to your gunners. Or gunner. And remember, gun reticle is now off of your gunner sight, not your gun barrel.
Okay. I see that.
Friendly fighters, of course, on. So shoot at the Germans and Italians.
The Nazis.
They will be easy to spot.
Oh, and allies don't show up on the minimap.
This is so weird.
It is. And now I'm getting to the sketchy part. As I get into town where someone could potentially mistake me as the enemy, because every nation is a Sherman.
Now lastly, we have simulation. This mode is probably by far the least popular out of all the modes in the game. Most people don't even play it. Myself, I have played it hardly at all. Less than 10 battles in all. Simulation gives hard lineups which you can use. It'll provide vehicles that you'll see in a list on each side with 2 different BR brackets that you can play in. For me, it took over 10 minutes to get into a game, and we had to switch between the top bracket to the bottom bracket because there just wasn't enough people playing it at like peak times. Again, it's very different than realistic and far different than arcade. The differences between arcade and realistic is similar to that between realistic and simulator. You get stripped of essentially all arcadey feeling of it. You are glued to a first-person type perspective on your tank. You have to listen a lot more, which requires you to understand what you're listening to, and then you have to understand what tank is in front of you. Is it an ally? Is it an enemy? It does get higher rewards than realistic. It's just with how many people in a game, you are hard-pressed to be able to do as well as realistic. Besides, the queue times are just going to be so long most times that it's not as efficient as realistic. I think that those who are used to realistic should go and try Simulator because it's a unique experience. It's fun, especially if you have a few friends you want to do it with, but I honestly wouldn't recommend keeping the grind in it. This mode also has another layer of game modifications, which essentially just changes the feel for aircraft and tanks driving on the ground a little bit. They're not as noticeable as switch between arcade and realistic again, but you can still notice it. Your tanks should probably have some modifications unlocked in it, so I couldn't even recommend it for stock grinding. Unlike Ground Assault, you want as many advantages as you can going in this mode because it's a bit harder to play. And overall, I'd just say it's a 5 out of 10 game mode for grinding because the queue times are long, it's not popular, you're restricted to so few tanks that it's just not able to grind. You'll be playing the same things over and over again. I was just driving through here because I thought I seen an enemy in the town, but my teammate thought I was the enemy and started shooting me until he realized that I wasn't and left. But it is unique, and I'd just say go play it for a couple games just to see how it plays because it's interesting, but by far don't stay here. And out of the 5 games I played that night, here's the only one which I actually got more than 1 kill in. I got one! What's thermal dagger? I did something! You gotta stress that rice when I don't know what's gonna come out. doing so good.
And then PE.
Oh, that guy. No way, that guy hit me with his main gun at the end of the game. That's crazy.